ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारत तैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोतीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तककेशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितम् लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरहः पेबीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः श्लोक नंबर 14। अन्नाद्भवन्ति भूतानि
अन्नाद्भवन्ति भूतानि
पर्जन्यादन्नसम्भवः
पर्जन्यादन्नसम्भवः
यज्ञाद्भवति पर्जन्यः
यज्ञाद्भवति पर्जन्यः
यज्ञकर्मसमुद्भवः
यज्ञकर्मसमुद्भवः
कर्म ब्रह्मोद्भवं विद्धि
कर्म ब्रह्मोद्भवं विद्धि
ब्रह्माक्षरसमुद्भवम्
ब्रह्माक्षरसमुद्भवम्
तस्मात् सर्वगतं ब्रह्म
तस्मात् सर्वगतं ब्रह्म
नित्यं यज्ञे प्रतिष्ठितम्
नित्यं यज्ञे प्रतिष्ठितम्।
Starting from the fourth shloka onwards, Bhagavan Krishna is talking on Karma Yoga. From the fourth shloka up to the eighth shloka, he said that karma to be done. He highlighted the importance of the karma. Karma should be done whether by a karma yogi or by a karmi. Karmi, of course, does karma for gaining prayers. Karma yogi, he also does karma, but his goal is moksha. mokshartam. Both are ajnani only. Karmi is also ajnani, karma yogi also ajnani. If ajnanam is not there, then they would have become jnani. So the very fact that they are doing karma shows that they are ajnani. But among them, karma yogi is far, far better, superior, because he is a mumukshu. He is committed to moksha purushartha, having understood the limitation of dharmartha, dharma and kama purushartha. Now, karma yogi, being a mumukshu, is dharmika and is committed to gaining moksha. Therefore, he strives for that. So, therefore, the importance of karma. Without karma, nobody can sustain their life. The importance of karma being talked about from the 4th shloka to the 8th shloka. Then the same karma yoga topic, it is talked about the shloka, 9th shloka up to the 15th shloka. In all these shlokas, through all these shlokas, Bhagavan Krishna says, the karma should be done as an ajna of Ishvara. Niyatam kuru karmatvam, karmajjayo hi akarmanaha. Niyatam kuru, Bhagavan says, with niyatam kuru. Kuru is order, lot lakara. So, as an ajna, as an order of Bhagavan, one should do karma to maintain the order of this Jagat. There is an order in the Jagat, there is a harmony. To maintain the harmony, you be a contributor. You be a contributor, therefore karma kuru. Even for maintaining the shariram. Sharira yatra pichate na prasiddhyeda karmanaha, iti Bhagavan Krishna said. Even for the maintenance of the shariram, karma should be done. And also, since we enjoy this shariram, this mind, senses, and all the things which are required for the sustenance of this body, this sharira manasangata, therefore, everything is given, we enjoy. Therefore, having enjoyed, if we don't express our kritagnyata, that is a papam. That is a papam. If we don't express our gratitude to the one who has given this, donor is there, receiver is there. The receiver should be grateful to the donor. Bhagavan is one who has given this, and we are the one enjoying the consumer. So how do we should not we express our gratitude to Bhagavan? How do we express our gratitude to Bhagavan? Through Karma Yoga. So Karma Yoga provides the means as an expression to express our gratitude to Ishvara. How? By doing what is to be done as an ajna from Bhagavan. Do it. That will help us in gaining Chitta Shuddhi. That will help us in gaining Chitta Shuddhi, and slowly over a period of time, when we get matured, that will take us to Vedanta. So, therefore, karma yoga, karma to be done, karma yoga to be done for Chitta Shuddhi. And this karma yoga, how can we observe in our daily life? Panchamaha yajna. Veda talks about varieties of yajna. Those karma, certain karmas are nitya karma, mandatory karma to be done. Certain karmas are naimittika karma. And Panchamaha yajna, That is also revealed only by the Shastram, Panchamahayagya. Why the Shastram asks us, why the Shastram, why the Acharyas ask us to do Panchamahayagya? Because in our daily Vyapara, we commit a lot of papam, knowingly, unknowingly. And that alone in the form of Durita obstructs our goal, gaining what you want, obstructs our activity. When any activity is undertaken, any activity, before doing the activity, we pray to Ganesha. Why? Vigna Nivaranartham. Why Vigna is there? The Vigna is not what Bhagavan just by whims and fancies gives. The Vigna, the Durita, the Pratibandha is our own created. Our own created. That the Pratibandha Nivaranartham, even in Vyavahara, for Pratibandha Nivaranartham, you need Punya. And what to talk about in gaining Moksha Purushartha, it is all the more required. If it is Panchamaha Yajna is not observed, then all the Duritas will get accumulated. All the Duritas, all the Papam gets accumulated. Then that becomes a big obstacle in our pursuit. Therefore, for the nullification of those Durita also, one has to do Panchamaha Yajna. Also for Jagat Chakra Pravrittihi, as Bhashakara said, Jagat Chakra Pravrittihi. Bhagavan Krishna said this, there's a chakra, there is a cycle, because of which the Jagat is sustained. There is an harmony in the Jagat. There is a mutual dependency between the beings. And here a model is given, an example is given by Bhagavan Krishna. All beings are born from Annam. Annam is born from rain. Rain is born of Punyam. That Shastram only will say rain is born of Punyam. Science would not say. Science would say rain is born from cloud, but Shastram says rain is born of Punyam. Punyam is required. Even if clouds are there, do rain come? No. There is Adrishtapalam, invisible factor involved. That alone accounts for rain. That is not available for science. Shastram only says. Science can explain how rain come. When clouds are there, when clouds collect and they become cool, and when it comes down, that is rain. The science can explain, but not that all the clouds gathered become rain. There are many factors involved, and those factors which are not available for our perception, for our understanding. That is Adrishta, that is Ishvara. Sometimes the clouds gather and suddenly they move away to another place and rains there. Punyam. So Punyam is invisible, intangible, favorable factor that gives us benefit. That is Punyam. That is born of Yajna. That is born of karma, and that is the word used for Punyam is Yajna. So rain is born of Yajna. Yajna karma samudbhavam parjanya. And Yajna is born of karma, whether it is Laukika karma or Vaidika karma. Laukika karma means the karma, that Panchamaha Yajna, the Laukika karma. Manusha Yajna, Bhuta Yajna, Pitri Yajna, Brahma Yajna, Deva Yajna, Rishi Yajna, iti, that Panchamaha Yajna. And Vaidika karma also. These karma produces invisible result called Punyam. Apurvaha, Vashakara said, that comes in the form of rain. And because of rain, beings are born. Because of rain, food is there. Therefore beings are born. And the rain is born of karma, and karma is born of the Veda. And karma is born of Veda. Karma Brahmodbhavam Viddhi, and Veda born from whom? From Parameshwara, Akshar Samudbhavam. Veda and Bhagavan are not different. Veda is like the prana of the Bhagavan. And therefore, this Veda, which is born of Bhagavan, like Bhagavan, it is all pervading. It is all pervading. Bhagavan is all pervasive. Therefore, Veda is also all pervasive. And the Veda is, the teaching of the Veda is well established, well manifest in Yajna. Therefore, Nityam Yajna Pratishtitam. In Yajna, it is well established what? The teaching of the Veda, whether it is Panchamaha Yajna, that is Laukika Karma, or Vedika Karma, the teaching of the Veda manifest in the Yajna. Nityam Yajna. Here the Yajna means Karma. So in these two shlokas, the word Yajna is used, and we give the meaning of Yajna. For the first shloka to be Punyam, and for the second shloka to be the Yajna meaning the karma, the action. Nityam Yajna Pratishtitam. So whatever you do, it's a Yajna. The Manushya Yajna, Bhuta Yajna, you offer annam to a bhikshu. You offer annam to the animals, crows. Before eating food in the morning, you offer it to cows. In the night, you offer to dogs. Shvanam. You offer to cows. You offer to Atiti. And you do Deva Puja, Shiv Puja. All these are Yajna. Should be looked upon as Yajna. Yajna need not only through having a big Homakunda and lot of ahutis offered into it, and so many Vedikas sitting and chanting. That alone is not Yajna. That is also Yajna. That also produces Punyam. That involves Dhanam. Other factors are involved. But this simple Karma Yoga is given in the form of Panchamaha Yajna. That is also Yajna. The attitude has to be there to view it as, to perceive, to see it as Yajna, and that accounts for the accumulation of Punyam to your account, and that removes the Durita, the obstacles in your moksha pursuit. So, therefore, be a contributor by following the order of Ishvara, observing Panchamaha Yajna, iti, up to the previous shloka, Bhagavan Krishna said. And he emphasized the need for what? For he emphasized the need that this cycle has to be followed. The cycle one has to abide by this cycle. Because it is Jagat Chakra Pravrittihi. It is required for the maintenance of this cycle, perpetuation of this cosmic cycle. If it is disturbed, you will be disturbed. So therefore, for the maintenance of this cycle, since there are mutual dependencies between the beings and the natural forces, therefore one has to abide by that. That he emphasizes. Now, having seen that up to this shloka, 14th shloka, now we will see the 15th shloka. We will read. Tacha evam vidham karma kutaha. Oh, sorry, this we have done, right? 15th shloka, I said. Kshamita. Now 15th shloka. Up to 15th shloka we have done. Now 16th shloka. The last class we have done Nityam Yajna Pratishtitam. So 15th shloka we have done up to 15th shloka. Now 16th shloka. I didn't see the number properly. Now, evam pravartitam chakram. Nuvartayati hayaha. Aghayurindriya ramaha.
अघायुरिन्द्रियारामे
मोघं पार्थ स जीवति.
मोघं पार्थ स जीवति.
Here, Bhagavan Krishna glorifies this Jagat Pravritti Chakra. This glorification, which is called in Sanskritam Arthavada. Arthavada means glorification. Arthavada can be done either by praising that which you want to emphasize, or criticizing that which are opposite to that which are to be praised, which are to be emphasized. So in two ways can be done. Suppose when you advise your kid, you praise the characteristics of a good student, an intelligent student, you praise him, and you criticize those backbenchers sitting and creating noise, disturbance, doing all sorts of disturbance, not studying properly, not coming to school. You criticize those persons and you praise the person who is prompt, who is intelligent, who are attentive, alert, always in the class. So praising one person and criticizing other person, it means you are praising the guna, the characteristics of the Vidyarthi, what should be a Vidyarthi. Similarly, here also, the glorification is done by praising the person and criticizing those people who disturb this, who do not follow this, who violate this chakra, Pravritti chakra, who do not contribute. That is, Bhagavan Krishna, he praises the contributor, he criticizes the consumer. By criticizing the consumer and praising the consumer, so what is emphasized? This Jagat Chakra Pravritti is emphasized so that you also should become a contributor. Iti Bhagavan, it is the wish of Bhagavan Krishna. Therefore, Stuti Rupa Arthavada, Ninda Rupa Arthavada. Two types of Arthavada. When you want to emphasize something, you praise that or you criticize opposite to that. So two types of Arthavada. So Bhagavan Krishna, it did both in fact here. Previously he did Stuti Rupa Arthavada. Now in this shloka, what he does, Ninda Rupa Arthavada. Evam Chakram Pravartitam Chakram Kena Pravartitam Ishwarena. Bhashyakara will say Ishwarena. Evam referring to those cycle which has been described in the 14th and 15th shloka. That cycle, Evam. Evam is simple one word. But what is that Evam stands for? Manushyaha karma kurvanti, karmanaha yajnaha, yajnad vrishtihi, vrishtehe annam, annad manushyaha, and again manushyebhyaha punaha karma, karmanaha yajnaha, yajnad vrishtihi. So this cycle is that is evam prakarena pravartitam, this cycle, this cycle which is pravartitam kena ishvarena aksharena. So this cycle pravartitam sanchalitam prabhramitam ishvarena, the cycle which has been initiated, which has been put into action by whom? By Ishvara. Pravartitam, chakram pravartitam, karmani. Vakya, chakram pravartitam, evam chakram pravartitam. You have to supply. Who does that? Ishvara. Since karma is therefore Ishvarena pravartitam chakram. Yaha na anuvartayati. The one who doesn't follow, who doesn't abide by the cycle, who do not follow the cycle, who do not perform karma which is in keeping with the order, the maintenance of the cycle. Anuvartayati, na anuvartayati. Anuvartayati means anukulena pravartayati. Nanuvartayati, na anuvartayati means na anukulena, ananukula, na anukulena pravartayati, sanchalayati. It means saha yajnartam na karma kurvanti. We saw yajnartha. Yajnatat karmanon yatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. So they are anyatra, not yajnartam karma kurvanti. Anyatra. They don't do karma for yajnartam. They do karma for other thing, for something else. Iha, here, asmin loke. Asmin loke means in this world, in this body, in this shariram, manushya janmani, in this janma, manushya janma, yaha na anuvartayati, yaha na anukulena pravartayati, the cycle which has been put into action by Bhagavan, who do not contribute this cycle. Contributing is one thing. If you are not a contributor, at least don't disturb. Not contributing is papa. And disturbance also, disturbance is papa. And being a non-contributor, just a consumer also, you have to pay for it. You cannot just like that have it and escape. So you become, Bhagavan knows how to get from you. So compared to disturbing, non-contributor is better. But he also is better means both are not good, but comparing is better. So because we say non-contributor is better, it doesn't mean one should not contribute. You cannot remain without contributing. If you just consume from your account, if you are consuming from your account, punya will be getting exhausted. How long you will just be a consumer without contributing? So that at some point punya will exhaust. So you will not have anything to contribute. You will not have anything to consume. So you have to become a contributor to consume. That is how this Srishti has been designed. Nobody can consume without a contributor. So even a contributor also consumes. But what is the attitude of the contributor? That matters. A contributor contributes more than what he consumes. That is the attitude of a karma yogi. That only makes a person spiritual. He gives more than what he receives. Be a giver, don't be a receiver. It doesn't mean you should not receive anything. Receive, but let what you give be more than what you receive. That is important. So that alone maintains the cycle. So when you have this jnanam, advaita jnanam, to whom do you give? In fact, you are giving to yourself. What you give comes to you only. It comes to you only in multifold times. Being a contributor, you get punya, and you also get all the material prosperity. So both Bhagavan Krishna blesses with both spiritual as well as material prosperity. By giving, you grow. By giving, spiritually you grow, materially also you grow. So therefore, be a contributor. The more you give, the more it will come to you. That is how the order is. The less you give, the less will come to you. And more you consume, you will be consumed over a period of time. So therefore, be a contributor. One has to be, there is no choice. Therefore, yaha na anuvartayati. Anukulena yaha na pravartayati. Evam pravartitam ishvarena evam pravartitam chakram tasya kim bhavati. अथवा सः कः, तस्य स्थितिः कः, सः अघायुः, सः अघायुः. Agha means papa. Agham, papam. Lokesmin dvidha nishta pura prokta maya nagha. Bhagavan Krishna addressed Arjuna as a maya anagha iti. O papamless, blemishless iti, he addressed Arjuna. Anagha, na agha, anagha. So agha means blemish, papam. Saha agha yugu. Agam meaning papam. Agaha, agam. Agam is napumsakla. Agam, papam, ayugu. Ayugu means jivaha, jivanam. Papa jivanam ityartaha. Agayuga means agam meaning papam. Ayugu is jivanam. Therefore, papam, jivanam, yasya saha. Saha sarvata papa jivinaha ityartaha. Is a papa jivi. Is a papa jivi means his life is only papam. It means life, his conduct, his activity produces only papam. That is completely opposite to the spiritual, the moksha pursuit. So moksha is ruled out. So you will have punarjanma again and again. Will go through all different janma. So that's a jivanam papaha bhavati. So having given this rare privileges, human sharira, if the person do not contribute for this, saha ayugu tasya janma manusya janma vyartaha eva, vrtha eva. That's what he says. Mogham is mogham mahaprana. Mogham vrta ityartaha. Tasya jivanam papa jivanam, and thus mogham, he lives without any purpose. His life is of no use. Mogham partasa jivati vyartam. Mogham ityukte vyartam, no use. No use. So saha agayugu tasya jivanam mogham bhavati vyartam bhavati. Bhagavan Krishna gives a name to him. Saha indriya ramaha. There also Rama is. It is not Rama, it is Arama. Aramaha. Indriyaihi Aramaha. Aramaha means Aramanam, Kridanam, playing. Aramanam, reveling. Playing in what? Vishayeshu, Indriya Vishayeshu, Indriyaihi, Kridanam, Akridanam, Aramanam. Yaha Saha, Indriya Ramaha, Indriya Vishaya Lampataha iti. He indulges in all the sense pleasures, is given to sense pleasure with the sense organs. Tasya nama eva indriya ramaha. So, who is a karma yogi and who is an indriya ramaha? Indriya ramaha, they are karmis. Karma yogi cannot be indriya ramaha. Even though he enjoys dharmically, legitimately, but he is a contributor. He contributes more than what he consumes, whereas Indriya Ramaha, they are just consumer. They are just consumer. For them, Artha and Kama are the Mukhya Purushartha. Dharma doesn't exist, moksha out of question. Whereas for a Karma Yogi, Artha and Kama, they are not the main Purushartha. They are also there, but they subserve Moksha Purushartha. Artha and Kama in keeping with Dharma, and that subserves Moksha Purushartha iti. Otherwise, this Indriya, like this Indriya Ramaha is there, they are, but he says, Manishya Rupena Mrighaha Charanti. Manishya Rupena, given to the sense pleasure, with the sense organs in intact, they move around. Indriya Ramaha, Tasya Jivanam mogham bhavati. Saha agayuhu. Kimartam? Because na anuvartayati evam pravartitam chakram. So evam pravartitam chakram na anuvartayati. Yaha na anuvartayati, the one who doesn't. Yaha saha. Yattat sambandaha. Where yaha is a saha must be the saha or the forms of saha. Yaha agayuhu. Yaha anuvartayati, na anuvartayati. What? Chakram. So chakram pravatitam, chakram is dvitiya vibhakti. If you take it as a sentence, full sentence. Yaha evam pravartitam chakram, chakram is dvitiya vibhakti. For that visheshana is pravartitam. Evam is abhiya. Yaha evam pravartitam chakram na anuvartayati. Saha, yaha saha agayuhu, saha indriya ramaha, saha mogham vrta bhavati, vrta jivati, saha jivati, saha mogham jivati. Mogham is avya, saha vrta, his jivanam is vain, is futile, is of no use. Now we will read the Bhashyam. Evam iti,
एवम् इति
evam
एवम्
ittam ishvarena
इत्थम् ईश्वरेण
vedayajna purvakam
वेदयज्ञपूर्वकम्
jagatchakram
जगच्चक्रम्
pravartitam
प्रवर्तितम्
na anuvartayati
न अनुवर्तयति
iha loke
इह लोके
yaha karmani adhikritah san
यः कर्मणि कृतः सन्
aghayuhu
अघायुः
agham papam
पापम्
ayuhu jivanam yasya
आयुर्जीवनं यस्य
saha aghayuhu
सः आयुः
पापजीविनः इति यावत्
पापजीवनः इति
यावत् जीवति सः पापजीवी एव. एवं इत्थम एवं is equal to इत्थम in this manner katam, what manner? The manner has been said before. Evam means as described before. Thus, that is the meaning. Thus, the previous two shlokas, 14 and 15, the Jagat Pravartita Chakram, Pravartitam Chakram, Jagat Chakra, Pravarti Hetuhu, the Chakram, the cycle, which Bhagavan Krishna presented. There are many cycles. Many cycles means that mutual dependency can be presented through many cycles. Here, one cycle. So that chakram evam ishvarena pravartitam parameshwarena akshara purushena veda yajna purvakam jagat pravartitam chakram. Veda yajna purvakam means that Jagat Chakra has the precedence of the yajna of the Veda. That is, from Bhagavan only Veda came. From Veda only the yajna, the teaching of yajna, the Panchamaha yajna, all these are revealed only in the Veda. Therefore, this cycle, this chakram, Jagat Chakram, is preceded by Veda Yajna. It means the Jagat Chakra is the form of teaching is presented by Veda. So what is the source of this knowledge, teaching? Veda only. So therefore Veda Yajna Purvakam iti. This Jagat Chakram, this cycle can be known from the teaching of the Veda. So therefore Vaidikas having Shraddha in the teaching of the Veda, they follow this cycle. They follow this meticulously for the maintenance of this cycle. Evam, because the cycle initiated by Bhagavan and they have bhakti for Bhagavan. Therefore, they contribute for this cycle by anushtanam, by performing what is to be done. So, therefore, the teaching of the Veda, the teaching of the Veda and the which precedes this Jagat Parvatitam Chakram, which is initiated by Bhagavan, na anuvartayati, yaha na anuvartayati, those who don't follow, iha is asmin loke, where you are supposed to follow iha. Asmin loke yaha na pravartayati. It means it is said in Veda, but I have not studied Veda. We have not gone to Patashala, neither we are Vedikas, meticulously doing all the karma. Then what to do? Panchamaha Yajna is there. Panchamaha Yajna. Following that, it is itself is enough, more than enough. If you are a meticulous follower of Panchamaha Yajna, that will contribute for your spiritual growth. So, therefore, Panchamaha Yajna. One need not be a Vedika. One need not know everything, need not follow everything what is said in the Veda. It need not means not that it is not required. Because we don't go to Patashala and we are not Vedikas, we don't follow what Vedikas follow meticulously. We don't follow. Even Sandhya Vandanadi karma also, it is not done as should be done. Trikala Sandhya Vandanam, Brahma Yajna, Agnihotra, etc. the karma. Therefore, Panchamaha Yajna itself, that itself is enough, that itself is a big contribution. So that Yahana Anuvarta, even that, the one who doesn't follow. So therefore, all these are important. It is not just for knowledge, it is for following. So whichever stage of life one is in, one can definitely follow this. One can easily, without any difficulty, one can follow to one's extent. This Panchamaha Yajna can do, so that he can become free from. One can become free from the papa, this papa jivanam. His life would be punya jivanam. Yaha nanuvartayati, those who don't follow, iga asmin loke, saha, and who that karmani adhikritaha, he is qualified to do karma. He is qualified to do karma. Even though he is qualified to do karma, it means the qualified to do karma, if he is a Vaidika, if he is invested with Upanayana, he is qualified to do the Gayatri Japa, is qualified to do the Vaidika karma, is qualified to do the Vaidika karma. Similarly, the Panchamaha Yajna, for following Panchamaha Yajna, what qualification is required? For doing this Panchamaha Yajnas, simple Panchamaha Yajna in our day-to-day life, being a consumer, we are adhikritaha, we are qualified, we are supposed to do karmani adhikritaha, and also ajnanam is there, therefore we have to do karma. If you are jnani, then you are free from karma. Jnani need not do Panchamaha Yajna. Jnani need not do Panchamaha Yajna, because he is neither a contributor nor a consumer. He is neither a contributor. For contributorship, you must have kartrutvam. For consumership, you should have bhoktrutvam. Jnani doesn't have both, neither a karta nor a bhokta. So therefore, he need not do. So therefore, if question is asked, why Jnani is exempted from this karma, Panchamaha Yajna, etc., because he is neither a contributor nor a consumer. In fact, he contributes. He contributes, he is the ultimate contributor, best contributor. He contributes more, in fact. Just by his life, he contributes. Just by his life, he inspires people. He brings in peace, harmony, the society. His life manifests that. Therefore, definitely he is a contributor. But he doesn't have kartrutvam. Therefore, there is no question of why Gnani not a contributor. Who has to contribute? Ajnani only. And Karma Yogi is Ajnani only. Karmi is, of course, an Ajnani only, but he is not a Moksharthi. But Karma Yogi is a Moksharthi. Being Ajnani, therefore, Karmani Adhikritaha Saha, this Moksharthi, Saha must do. If he is a Karma Yogi, he must do. Even if he is not a Karma Yogi, he is a Karmi, then also he must do. He is not exposed to Shastram, he doesn't know what moksha is, but still he has to do. If he doesn't do, among the karmi, he becomes the inferior category. He gets into the inferior rank among the karmi. Even the karmi also. Karmi does karma for the sake of just enjoying the karma pala. Fine. But not knowing moksha, etc., not knowing moksha, not having Shraddha in Veda, the person may contribute. He is better. Among the karmis, he is better karmi. Even though he is not a karma yogi, but since he is a contributor, over a period of time, he may become a karma yogi. But the karmis who are in the lower rank, just enjoys without contributor. For them, this life is what? Vyartham. Saha karmani adhikritaha san aghayugu. Agam papam. Agam is equal to papam. Ayugu, the life, that is jivanam. Yasya purushasya, that karmani adhikritaha yaha, tasya, yasya saha aghayugu, is called aghayugu. Agayu is equal to papa jivanaha iti yavat. His jivanam is papam. Papam jivanam yasya saha. His life is full of papa. His life is full of papam mali iti yavat. Next line. Indriya ramaha.
Indriya ramaha.
Indriyaihi aramaha.
Indriyaihi aramaha.
Aramanam. Akrida.
Akrida.
Vishayeshu yasya saha.
Vishayeshu yasya saha.
Indriya ramaha.
Indriya ramaha.
Mogham vritha.
Mogham vritha.
He partha.
He partha.
Sajivati.
Sajivati.
Tasmat.
Tasmat.
Ajnena adhikritena.
Ajnena adhikritena.
Kartavyam eva.
Kartavyam eva.
Karma iti prakaranartha.
Karma iti prakaranartha.
Saha indriya ramaha. Those who do not contribute, just consume. Saha indriya ramaha. Bhashyakara himself gives a vigraha. Aramaha, viramaha, aramaha. Viramaha avasanam. That is virama. Here aramaha. Aramaha is ramanam, is revels. He revels by indriyaihi, indriya vishayeshu. With the sense organs, he indulges in sense objects. Akrida. Krida is playing sports. Ramanam. He revels. Ramate. Ramanam, Ramdatu. That is why Ram also came probably. Ramate Yasmin iti. So given to sense pleasures. Aramaha is equal to Aramanam. Aramaha Pullinga. Aramanam Napumsakalinga. Akrida Strilinga. So all the lingas Bhagavan Vashakara has given. Akrida Aramanam Aramaha. Indriyahi Indriya Vishayeshu. Yasya Saha. The one who's Krida, the one who Kridati, the one who enjoys sports with the Indriya, with among the Indriya Vishaya. One who indulges in these sense objects with the sense organs. The name is given to that person, Indriya Ramaha iti. So, Saha, it means it's a Bhokta. It's a Bhokta means it's not different from an animal. Pashuhu eva, Manushya Rupena Mrigaha Charanti. So, Indriya Ramaha, Vrita, it is useless. What is life? Vrita Bhavat, Vrita Jivati, he lives in vain. He lives in vain. He doesn't have purpose, any purpose of living, just lives in vain, being no use to others. So it's like an animal. Animal revels only in what? Ahara, in food, and nidra and sleep. Ahara, nidra, bhayamaitunancha, samanya metat, pashibir naranam. So ahara, nidra, bhaya, maituna, all these are common for animals and human beings. So this person also revels like that in Indriya Vishayeshu. Therefore, he is in what? He is an animal. Even though he has got a Manushya Sharira, behaving like a Mriga, therefore, he just remains a Bhokta, being endowed with the choice, being endowed with free will. His free will is used only in consumption, not in contribution. Therefore, tasya jivanam mogham eva. Therefore, tasmat ajnana adhikritena kartavyam karma. Therefore, who is adhikrita, who is entitled, who is qualified to do karma? Ajnana, by ajnani is. Ajnani means karma yogi. So don't think karma yogi is ajnani. How should be? How we can call karma yogi as an ajnani? If jnanam is there, then he will not do karma. That kartritvam will not be there. Karma yogi has got kartritvam. He is a mumukshu. Mumukshu is ajnani only. Jigya is also ajnani only. Only when the jnanam manifests in your life, in your vyavahara, then only you are a jnani. Till then, ajnani only. Jnanam is there, listen to Shastram for so many number of years, but that jnana palam, that is not there, that is, doesn't reflect in your life, then you are ajnani only. If the jnanam is pratibandhaka jnanam, then it is ajnanam only. Between pratibandhaka jnanam and ajnanam, there is no difference. Water is there in the tank. Tap is there. You open the tap, water doesn't come. There is no water in the tank, still you open the tap, water doesn't come. Anyway, water doesn't come. Whether the water is there in the tank or not, water doesn't come. Water is not there, therefore in the tap you don't get water. Fine. Water is in the tank, but you don't get water. It means what? There is some obstacle in the pipe. In the connecting pipe, there is some obstacle. But in both, you don't get water. Palam is not there. Then what is the use of having water in the tank? The obstacle has to be removed. So, therefore, whether jnanam or pratibandhaka jnanam, this jnana palam is not there. You don't get water. You don't enjoy the benefit of jnanam. Therefore, ajnanam eva. If that is so, then what to talk about karma yogi? Isn't ajnaha eva. Therefore, ajnana adhikritena. Therefore, by the one who is ignorant and is qualified, entitled, therefore, tena karma kartavyam eva. By him, karma should be done. Therefore, Bhashakara concludes, therefore, karma should be done by him, iti prakaranartaha. That is the topic. That is the prakaranartaha. That is the topic of this prakaranam. So, therefore, the karma should be done. Karma should be done. There is no choice. That is the prakaranartha. That is the content of this shloka. In the prakaranam. So from the 4th shloka to 8th shloka, the karma should be done by a person who doesn't have jnana. That is even the karma yogi must do karma. And from the 9th shloka up to this shloka, he says why karma should be done. Bhagavan Krishna, he gives many reasons. As Ishvara Agnya, or for expressing Kritagnyata, or for maintaining the cycle, Bhagavan Krishna, he gave many reasons for the performance, for the anushthanam of karma by the Agnyas, these Agyanis. Therefore, that is the prakaranataha, that is the content or the topic of this section. And the next part can be taken as the commentary to this shloka, or we can take it as an introduction to the next shloka also. In some books, it is given as an sangati to the next shloka. In some books, it is given as an introduction, given as a part of this shloka. Whatever it may be, we will read that in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.